Comfort.
a name that suited her perfectly. She was the solace of her widowed mother, the pride of her small village. Her journey from the dusty streets of her village to the prestigious University of Ibadan was one of sheer determination and brilliance. She excelled. She graduated top of her class, a shining star in the Faculty of Law. Everyone had high hopes. Comfort was going to be exceptional.
Her family, though humble, beamed with pride. Comfort was their golden girl. She would lift them from their struggles.
Her siblings, 3 younger brothers, adored her. They saw her as their champion, their role model. Comfort carried their hopes and dreams on her young shoulders. She was determined to succeed, for them, for her mother, for herself. Comfort secured a good job at a reputable law firm. She was on her way to building a life she had always envisioned, a life of comfort, a life she could share with those she loved. Little did she know, fate had other plans. It began like a whisper, this love. Bidemi, with his easy charm and promises of a future together. He swept Comfort off her feet. He was a struggling entrepreneur, he said, full of ambition and grand ideas. All he needed was a little help to get his business off the ground. Comfort, blinded by love, believed him.
She poured her savings into his ventures. She took out loans, ignoring the growing concern in her mother's eyes. Her siblings' pleas for her attention fell on deaf ears. Comfort was consumed by Bidemi, by their future together. She was building a nest egg, she told her family. Soon they would all reap the rewards of her sacrifices.
Bidemi, with his smooth words and affectionate gestures, kept her hooked. He painted pictures of their future, a future where she was his queen. Comfort, lost in the haze of his affections, failed to see the truth lurking beneath the surface. She was so focused on building a future with him that she failed to see the present, the reality of his deception. Years passed. Comfort's once bright eyes grew weary with worry. Bidemi's businesses never seemed to take off. He always had an excuse, a reason for needing more money. Then came the whispers, whispers that painted a different picture of Bidemi. Comfort, her heart heavy with dread, confronted him. Bidemi, cornered, finally dropped his mask. He admitted it all. He had been living off Comfort's generosity. She threw him out, her heart a mangled mess of betrayal and grief. Bidemi's departure should have brought relief, a chance for Comfort to piece her life back together. But the silence that followed was deafening. He had left, but the weight of his betrayal remained.
I withdrew from everything and everyone.
Her family, though hurting for her, understood. They offered her solace, but the light in Comfort's eyes had dimmed.
We tried to be there for her, but it was like she was lost in her own world.
Months turned into a year, the silence from Bidemi remaining constant. He had vanished, leaving Comfort to grapple with the wreckage of their love. The weight of Bidemi's betrayal proved too much for Comfort to bear. She spiraled. The vibrant, ambitious woman who had once dreamt of changing the world was gone, replaced by a shell of a person consumed by guilt and regret. She had failed her family, her friends, herself. The guilt was a relentless tormentor.
I lost my job. The eviction notice came next.
Her family, though doing their best to support her, was struggling to stay afloat themselves. Comfort had not only ruined her own life, but had dragged them down with her. The realization was unbearable, a crushing blow that shattered what little spirit she had left.
One evening, I found her lying in bed, her eyes fixed on the ceiling, a single tear tracing a path down her cheek. She was gone.
The doctor said it was a heart attack. Her family knew better. Comfort had died of a broken heart, a casualty of love's cruel deception. Comfort's story is not unique. It is a tragic reminder that love, while powerful, can also be blinding. It highlights the devastating consequences of misplaced trust and the importance of recognizing red flags in relationships. Comfort's legacy is not one of failure, but a cautionary tale. A reminder to protect our hearts, to love wisely, and to never lose sight of our own worth. Her story serves as a poignant reminder that sometimes the greatest love stories are the ones we tell ourselves, the ones we build on foundations of illusion and deceit. Comfort's tragic end is a stark reminder that not all love stories have happy endings, And sometimes the bravest act is to walk away, to choose ourselves, to believe that we deserve better even when our hearts are screaming otherwise.